Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Your Football Show. Sorry, I'm just chuckling at a little voice note received off one of my buddies. I wish you'd all just calm down. I wish you'd all just calm down. I mean, didn't yous all go a little bit mad last night? You need to relax. Relax yourself. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. Listen, I'm a little bit more chill today. I think a lot of it is due to the fact how mad it is that greater Spurs almost feels like a natural progression. Yeah? Greater Spurs almost makes me think we're getting Joe Rodon and we might get Ollie Skip. You know? And you can look at that and you can go, okay. This could work. This could work. Yeah, listen, I upset a lot of people. I blocked some people who were still not happy and started getting me on other apps and I had to block them on there. They're not happy. They're not happy. But it is what it is. Like, I'm sorry, I was pissed. I was still pissed this morning. Because I tell you what's pissed me off even more. And I knew this would happen, right? But last night and early this morning, I'm having arguments with people who were trying to justify the sale of Gray. Why? Because he's not good enough. Oh, he's that good enough in midfield. We played him at right back. Oh, someone actually told me, and I swear they were baiting it, but I don't know if they actually were. Someone said Rasmus would be an improvement on Gray at right back. Oh, God. So I was like, this is where we're going now, innit? This is what we do as Leeds fans. Gray's not that good. And then he'll have like a poor performance at Spurs or Brentford at the time, and it'll be like, brr, rubbish, brr. He's rubbish. What's the famous old trope that comes out? Dodged a bullet there, didn't we? It's all bullshit. Keep getting your comments in. Smash a like on the video. We'll go through it all as well. I feel like... Do you know what I feel like today is? It's like transfer deadline day. I was taking and mocking Chelsea and Villa and that, weren't I, saying... It's like there's two transfer deadline days. You've got the PSR and then you've got the actual one in the start of September, end of August. But... we're now involved. We're now involved because we've got to get rid of a star turn, and that star turn is Archie Gray. Now, let me just tell you, like, emotionally, like last night, I was fuming because of the cloak and dagger nature of it. You know I'm reactionary as well, obviously. I wear my heart on my sleeve. The cloak and dagger nature of it, the fact that upset the Gray family, the fact that Archie didn't really want to go Brentford, all this sort of stuff, the fact that they lied to the local press saying there wasn't a deal, and then, did you notice as well, today, again, they're trying to save face. If you don't see these things, this is how I see it, call me paranoid or whatever you like, but the rejection of Brentford went straight to Graham Smith before anybody else got it. Why? Because they were like, shit, we sold this guy down the river. We screwed him yesterday, which is what they did. They screwed him. I mean, he won't lose no sleep over it, but it's a bit harsh, innit? No, there's no deal. Then 28 minutes later, yeah, there is, when Ornstein breaks it. So that was the first noise of it being rejected. If anyone don't know, Brentford, the deal has been rejected. Away you go. Used as a pawn in the wheel, if you like. But it was set for a medical. You know, all these people that are saying, oh, he was never going there, told you so, it's codswallop. He was down there. He was having a medical, man. But of course, when Spurs have come back and said, we're willing to do a deal, and Leeds United, of course, like Oliver Skip, like Joe Rodon, then it makes sense for them to say, do you know what, Brentford, get in the sea, we're done. We're done. Carol says, at one point I was more concerned about you than Archie. Going, oh, Carol, don't be concerned about me, it's okay. Yeah, great, isn't it? It's great. It's great to see. It's great to see, well, you know. Not wine, honest Joe. Were you just like I had to take that? No, mate. I've got many frames that can easily replace that. Don't worry. Being reported that Archie is happy to move to Spurs. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be? Spurs are a top 6 club. They have a great manager in Ange Postecoglou. I think it's a great move for him. It feels like natural progression. Of course, I always and listen. Hear me out when I say this. Archie would have stayed if we didn't need to sell him. Archie wants to stay, etc., etc. But unfortunately, it's clear no one's come up with the money yet for Somerville, so they've had to go with Archie Gray as your second option, which again is yeah, I have to accept it, I guess. Don't mean I'm happy about it. But of course, why wouldn't you be? You know, he knows now. He's come to terms with the fact that Leeds United are selling him. So if Spurs is one of the clubs that want you, then of course. And also from me, I don't want him going Chelsea. I don't want him going Man United. You know, Spurs. I'm okay about it. Go to Spurs. That's totally fine. He'll still probably progress past Spurs as well. You know, they've had players like Luka Modric, Gareth Bale. I would still see that as a Spurs fans might not like it, but it's still a stepping stone to an even bigger club. And that's not to say Leeds United aren't a stepping stone at the minute. I get that, but Spurs can also be considered a stepping stone to that next level, that elite club. Your Reals, you know, even in the Premier League, there's bigger clubs. I don't want to say Arsenal, I don't want to upset them too much, but you hear what I'm saying. But yes, Paul, this is so true. This absolutely stinks. The way they behaved, even to the local press, the lies, to the fan base. I want some clarity as to where the Red Bull investment's gone, why we need to sell when we were told we didn't. And I hear it, and I hear people go, well, they're not going to say it if we don't, because then everyone will know. Blah, 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 blah. People will be aware anyway, man. It's simple mathematics, I guess. That's what I kept getting told yesterday. But yeah, I liked the passion last night, Joe. But it also made for, but yeah. And Alan, do you know what? I do feel like sometimes I have to apologise because people do get upset. But also I'm upset. Do you know what I mean? I'm upset as well. So it's just that, and the biggest flex for me, which really, and I know this is the same for all other content creators, is the thing that you're not allowed to change your mind really boils my piss. But you said this. Yeah, I did at the time because that's what I felt at the time. You would have also changed your opinion for those people that say it, but you're not caught in 4K. All it takes is a quick search on Twitter and you'll find proof of someone changing their opinion on something or some player. These things happen, you know? Yeah, these things happen. Let me go hang on. I just want to have a look. We're chill. Of course we are, Leeds. Did you think I didn't think you were? No, of course. To be honest, I mute my tweets, people. So if you see me engaging, it's because I'm raging, right? And then I'll go, this is doing my tits in. So I just mute it. So there'll probably be loads of stick that I get. I was getting stick because someone asked me if there was any truth to what Graham said on Twitter. I was like, mate, Graham knows more than me. Like, everybody knows this. But then it's like a free-for-all for people to give you shit. So I was just like, mute. So they're just speaking into the ether. It is what it is. It's water off a duck's back, you know. It is what it is. I'm looking through your comments, and then we'll get into the news itself. Yeah, El, again, this is where explanations are needed. Explanations are needed from the board. Now, be that an interview with Angus Kinnear in the square ball, which is always good value. I'm all for it. Or watch it, dissect it, give my opinion. Be that Parag, who's been pretty forefront, to be fair to him. I won't believe a word he says now, mind. You know, you get stick as a content creator sometimes to even question things that come out of the club's mouth, because there are a lot of fans that just take everything as gospel. They did the same under Rads. They did the same under Bates. It doesn't matter who. You know, you know what the worst thing is? I'll wait to see him in their shirt. Even though everybody's telling medical done, da-da-da-da-da. Literally pictured walking into Griffin Park. I'll wait. He's still up. You know, all that sort of stuff. It's like, come on, man. Oliver Skip stinks, don't want him. Nah, I disagree. He doesn't stink. For me, he's far too good for this level. That picture looks... No, I haven't, actually, to be fair. Do you want me to get my spirit level out? It's here somewhere. I mean, I've actually got my spirit level. One sec. that better? Hopefully that's better. I think it's more the walls and maybe where the man what are they called? Neon lights? No. What are they called? All of the lights. Bam, bam, bam. That there, by the way, just because I'm off on one, that there is the best boxing ring entrance ever. Kel Brook's All of the Lights. Because that tune is an absolute banger, by the way. And Special K is a top boxer. And if you like Special K on the other side of things, you're a crazy person because that shit is wild. Anyway, Luke says, this is what I meant about Parag being the American Daniel Levy. This could be a long negotiation. I made a joke this morning. I said, you might as well just give Archie Gray a new contract and then give him a non-promotion release loan clause. Because it's almost a carbon copy of the Jack Harrison situation, isn't it? But yeah, I think Archie's still going. We know this, right? Why do you think no one is... Again, mate, it's just PSR. It's just PSR. He will go after the first. He will go after the first for me. It's just that the clubs that'll be wanting him won't be able to do the deals yet. Brighton were one of them clubs, but have opted for a winger from Newcastle instead. Now, had they have not gone for that option, they'd have probably got Cree. Doesn't mean Brighton won't come and get him. They probably won't now. You know, they've got Mitoma, they've got this new winger from Newcastle, etc. Because Newcastle have FFP issues as well. So they've obviously opted for him. I forget his name. Someone let me know in the chat. Doesn't mean, and again, it's copium. Genuinely, it is copium from fans. And I'm not like trying to be any sort of way personal or anyway. Hey, listen, I can't wait for the counterpoint tomorrow with Connor. It's going to be lit. We're actually going to have a counterpoint. Yeah, it's copium to think that Cree still stays. He will still go. I think Nonto will still go. And there is a massive rebuild on. So all this money you get in, you best spend it on the pitch. Because this is what you told us. This is what I mean. They get no grace period now anymore from me. I'll be on them. On them. Like flies on shit. Like a tramp on chips. I will be on them. Because you've said to us that any money you get from Red Bull will be invested onto the pitch. Yeah, you told us that the Red Bull investment will help us from having to buy or sell a player. And then now, even still... And listen, things are still not adding up in a way because you're going to get, what, 30, 40 million for Gray. You've already got rid of Adams, Cini, Roca. Llorente looks like he's going to Betis as well. You're selling Charlie Creswell. There's many other names as well. You know? It is what it is. Prague didn't say we don't need to sell. Yeah. Anyway, this is what a lot of misleading reports then. Yeah, same. Spurs a stepping stone. Ask Jack Clark about that. But then for every Jack Clark, I can give you a Gareth Bale and Luka Modric, can't I? A Harry Kane. Do you know what I mean? Spurs, and then to an elite club, Real Madrid's, Bayern Munich, etc. Yeah, I think so, Jordan. I think so as well, sometimes. You know, I don't like this whole thing as well. You get stick because they go, you have a following and therefore you have a voice, so you shouldn't be saying these things. Why not? I'm a fan. This is why I'll never work for the football club, because I would never have my opinion tempered. Do you know what I mean? Like, not that opportunity would ever arise, but sometimes you say, oh, would you love to do that? And it's like, yeah, but no. Because you can't have your own opinion, can you? And this, yeah. That's why my opinion fluctuates as well. Like, because I'm a fan. I can love a player 1 minute and hate them the next. Do you know? No, Dan. No. Not at all. I think a lot of people as well, that's almost copium. You know, there was a few people tongue-in-cheek going, it worked. Fans, see, 49ers, yeah, it's not. It's because it's money, man. They're going to get a better deal elsewhere. They're going to get a better deal from Spurs. Listen, I've been told, and you don't have to believe me because there's a lot of people like, you know, Sometimes you get things right, sometimes you don't. I'm not really arsed. You can take it with a pinch of salt. That's why it annoys me where you get stick on Twitter and it, you know. And I'm not trying to think, but like we broke the Shackleton news before the Sheffield Star and that on this channel. We broke it before the local journals on this channel. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get information and you are privileged to information. Sometimes from people that are very close to the club. But people will have that, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. If you don't want to have it, you don't have it. If you don't want to believe me, you don't want to believe me. I don't care, really, if I'm honest. But from what I've been told, like, in conversations, like, with Spurs, no mention of Skip involved in a deal, but could be a potential loan. The fee that apparently is being banded around is around about 48 million plus 5 million add-ons. You know, and apparently we're then, because obviously what will happen is any transfer fee that Archie Gray gets will be inflated, so then you can then give them that money back. Does that make sense? Because apparently, if we then get that, I don't think it's going to be in the same deal, but from what I'm told, you'll be getting quite a large fee for Archie, of which between 10 to 15 million of that will be then spent on Rodon. So you might pay like 10.5 million for Rodon, rising up to 15 if we get promotion. Do you know what I mean? So, and I know a lot of people have made this, and we've seen it. We've seen it this week with Chelsea, with Villa, with these inflated fees as a way of getting round PSR and FFP. Here's some money, that clears your decks, and then you're going to then give some of us that back for X player. And that's probably why the Brentford deal's been like, kiboshed. Because believe it's brought down initially over the structure of the deal, and Leeds United will need a lot of that in now. Do you know what I mean? So if we get quite a large chunk in now from Spurs, we can then give that large chunk back to them over X amount of years, which helps reporting for PSR. Massive profit on Gray. And then we're going to pay that, and we're going to structure that over 3 or 4 years. You know, so I believe on the back of Gray going to Spurs that we will get Joe Rodon. And I know I've said previously I wouldn't pay 10 million for Rodon just because I was a little bit sceptical about finances. But if you are bringing in this money and you are then going to go use that to get Rodon, then I'm on board with it. Do you know what I mean? Then I'm on board with it, of course. It'd be silly not to be on board with it. Yeah, so that's what I've been told. How it looks, but we'll wait and see. Jason says, I'm playing Footy Manager on Xbox and our finances are good. Good. To be honest, I'm at Burnley now in 2040 something. Yeah, it's going all right. Todd Bowley Rise. Well, this is the thing, final boss. Chelsea might start coming to the table yet. And if I'm being honest, I don't want to see him play for Chelsea by any stretch of the imagination, but Chelsea have better players that we can take. I will say that. Someone's just sent me this as well from inside the club shop. Big shout out, Danny. Looks like we're getting ready to get them new kits out, because that's what it looks like now. That's where the new kit's going. So you'd imagine we might actually get an announcement on the new kit probably tomorrow, or at least this week, because they're ready to stock the shelves. That's inside the club shop now at Leeds, not actually the one at the club. I assume it's the one in the city centre. Big up Danny for that. But that's the club shop now. So for those that are waiting on a kit announcement, looks like it's going to be tomorrow. What I will say is you won't like it, though. It's absolutely pish, and I will not be buying it. I will not be buying it. Yeah, Sonny, this has been part of my issue. Why I've been frustrated and annoyed is because I thought they were different. You know, a lot of people use the example of, here's some leaked pictures of the kit actually, which is bang on because it's almost identical to what the German kit is in terms of how it's structured. It's the Nike Teo. Don't like the goalkeeper kit. What's that big horrible orangey red stripe down it? But I've never been a fan of goalkeeper kits in all honesty. The shirt's rubbish. The shirt's absolutely rubbish in my opinion. So apparently I've been told apparently the Smiley shirt has writing Red Bull instead of the actual logo. It has the writing Red Bull like some of the Red Bull shirts do. So I think that one will do really well, but I don't like the home shirt. But that's just my opinion. Everyone's entitled to theirs, right? But yeah, I think it's pish. But hey ho, we move. All we ask for as a fan base is a little bit of ingenuity. Do you know what I mean? Not there's our Adidas Tiro shirts or whatever. Let's just put a Leeds badge on it. Mad. Anyway, let's go. Triple England defence, Joy's cooking. Yeah, I'm there, man. I'm there on the fantasy team. Don't worry about that. I don't think he's better than Ampadu, but he'd be up there. He'd be up there for me. No Sterling, no. It'll be going in the attic. I don't have an attic, but it'll go over there. I've got so many frames. Like, the best one's this, man. This one when it's not like that, but that one. Obviously they've fallen down. I need to sort that. Yeah. When I eventually can afford to move and I have my own office instead of like this room, then we'll talk. Then we'll look at it. Afternoon, Joe. Skippy's key to any deal with Gray. Keep up the great work. I hope so, Sid. I think it'd be great. Yeah, looking forward to the counterpoint tomorrow. Minter. Who's Minter? What's this? Minter. What's that? Oh, Jakub Minter. I'm behind on the chat. I was like, what are you on about? Jakub Minter is the one that's gone from Newcastle to Brighton. Yeah, apologies. Counterpoint will be fire, it will. I think we said 10 o'clock because I think Connor's going away, so it'll be early. I prefer to go lunchtime, but I know he likes to go early, so we're going early tomorrow, I think. Let's have a look. Should have loaned out Creswell. He's gone, isn't he? He's gone. It is what it is. Not at all like Charlie Taylor at all. Charlie Taylor was given so many chances. Charlie Taylor decided to leave. Charlie Taylor was a mainstay in the side. Not at all like that, unless you meant Leaf. Yeah, this is a point. This is the point, Barry. Don't rebuild correctly, then be in the doldrums for seasons to come. Exactly. Yeah, big up Christopher Spofford Chapel for that. 48, that's mad. Yeah. I don't know. Listen, that's what I was told. But hey, it could be inflated due to the fact that a lot of that's going straight back. Do you know what I mean? A lot of that's going straight back. I even felt 40 was wild. Because the reports initially were 35, and then we were reading from all top journals saying Leeds United will bank 40 million. I was like, 40 million? Wow. But like I say, again, it might not be correct, but that's what I've been told. And then obviously, but if you think about it, then 10 of that's going straight back. So what does that actually look like? Actually looks like 38, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? There or thereabouts. So, big up Damar. What's Damar saying? He's having an argument in the chat, but I always like to hear what Damar's got to say. Is he arguing? What are you saying, Damar? Damar, you're not reading the room. Damar, what are you saying? Club always nothing. They never leak anything, and we are always happy. Now things like this happen. Now we are angry. They are not speaking. Make it make sense. Suppose, Damar. I suppose there is an element to that, but that's just life, innit? When it benefits us. Listen, I'll be real. I've been taking the piss. I'm part of a group chat for the 12th man that's full of Premier League sides. Yeah. And they're all annoyed about FFP PSR. You've got Pete, who's a Newcastle fan. You've got Billy, who's a Villa fan. You've got Dan, who's a Wolves fan. And I just enjoy and read the tears and put little laugh emojis and that. This morning, it was different. Because this morning, we have to sell Archie Gray. So now I can't take the piss. It is what it is. It swings and roundabouts, man. When it affects you, you're not arsed. When it affects you, you are asked. When it's not affecting you, like you say, incomings, if they're quiet and then they bring out an Ampadu out of the blue, yeah, I love that they keep it quiet. But if they keep it quiet over selling the crown jewels, I'm going to be annoyed. You know? There you go. We saw it with JB when City signed Phillips. We had to sign him for 5 million. Similar, exactly. And he wasn't really probably worth 5, was he? I want Skip as well. Well, according to that, maybe that could be a potential loan. But will Skip be okay with that? I'm not too sure. I still feel that he'll if he does leave Spurs, he'll go to Premier League club. Yeah, Vic, you're right. I mean, I said it when we were watching the Germany game that it was going to be the same as the Germany kit because someone had told me that. But like I say, it looks worse. It looks pish in reality, though. When you actually see it, it is what it is. I'm keeping just going down. I mean, that's not happening. He doesn't even get played that much. So I don't know how he's getting Spurs captaincy. He's all right, but he's not getting Spurs captaincy. Never. Never in a million years. Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it, Jamie? And as well, it's the way in which it's unfolded. It's the way in which it's happened that's pissed us all off, because you can't question the sources that broke it before any journalist. And when they're telling us that Archie Gray's family were fuming and he didn't want to go, you have to take that as gospel. And if that's really happened, then it's infuriating. It's infuriating. And it's the way that we were told, nah, we're all good. And then you also take in, and I also was guilty of this, you also take in their words when it comes to when it comes to the reaction, when it comes to their interview after they do the Red Bull investment. It's mental, you know, that they told us, boom. And agree, yeah. Anyone says that Cree's staying on the back of this? Nah. Do you genuinely believe, after being Championship Player of the Season, that he then gives us another year in the Championship? Do you genuinely believe this? Because it ain't happening. And it's copium. All this sale of Gray does, means that we'll have more power on the negotiating on the negotiating table when talking to clubs about Somerville. Yeah, agreed as well, mate. And neither will Creswell's younger brother as well. I agree with you, Darren, and that's another reason why I was annoyed. I've seen a message in a group chat that I'm part of that someone said he's going City anyway. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see on that. I don't know how true that is, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think as well, this is what I'm saying. The view now as a fan, when we were told it'll be a quiet window, we are better prepared this time around. This is my point when I say they lied. We're better prepared. We only had a manager in 6 weeks. Well, by all accounts, Farker didn't want Gray gone, by the way. And the Gray family didn't want to leave. I have no reason to be sceptical over the person that told me that, by the way. And that was yesterday. I would never question them. So the fact that we were told everything will be fine and we're better prepared, then this has happened. Then you're also looking at Somerville and Nonto exiting, maybe even Melier. The rebuild's looking massive. The rebuild's looking massive. And there's not as much continuity as we thought. And again, this is, it could genuinely be described as a fire sale. Couldn't it, really? If we're being honest. When you look at the people that are going, hey-ho. Especially if we replace them with McLean, Miller and Bannon. Yeah, people were getting vexed yesterday because I was saying, I want Whittaker, I want this, I want that. I was just throwing out names like very good players in the Championship. At the end of the day, like now, don't bring me this. Don't bring me this. Bring me people on the cusp, top-end Championship that'll make the grade to the Premier League, which is some of Ilgi Greys and non-tours will. So I want that, even if it means going to get players from teams at the bottom end of the Championship. Stop with the Championship player of the season BS. He's not that. Again, look, this is what we do. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We did it. We were doing it last night with Gray. Richard, however you want to deal with it, bro. Like, however you want your copium, but I will never agree with that. He's not that good. Okay. Yeah. And I won't stop with it because the facts say he was Championship player of the season. Yeah, the facts say that. So I won't stop with that. I'm just checking something. 1 second. Guy, I know. 30G and A. 30G and A. Oh, God, it's mad. It's mad. But hey ho, it is what it is. Let people deal with it however they like. It's mad to think that he's, poor. It's copium is what it is. This is why you should never listen to that. You should never listen to that because even Rafinha got this narrative. Rafinha. Brazil's Rafinha. Barcelona's Rafinha even still got that. I'm just looking at previous winners of like Championship Player of the Season. Ollie Watkins, England player. Not bad. Emi Buendia, Norwich, now at Villa. Champions League player. Mitrovic, absolute killer in front of goal. Many more. Who got 2023? Does anyone know? Chuba Akpom. Where's Akpom playing now, folks? Is he playing in Ligue 1 or something like that? Ajax. Not bad, is it? For like, if you look at it historically, you know, that Championship Player of the Season BS. Not doing bad playing at Ajax. Mad, innit? Mad. Anyway, we move. People deal with it. If people deal with it however you want, isn't it? That's what I mean. You can do with it. Zaya Weltman, love that name, by the way. Did I pronounce that right? Zaya. I would give an arm for 1 more year with Archie. Get us to the Prem, double your worth, then whenever you want, lad. Yeah, this in an ideal world, this is what I would want as well. 100%. That's what I would want. That's why, as well, I was so annoyed because I felt that's what we were going to get, people. I thought that's what we were going to get. But we didn't and won't, and yeah, it is what it is. Spurs need a striker, step up, Pat. Yeah, ideally. Mad. Right, let's go to the actual article and go through the particulars on Ornstein's latest article. So Tottenham Hotspur working on deal. This is the most recent one on the Athletic. I think anyway. Let me just double check. He's about the same level as Mavididi. He's fucking streets ahead of that bum. Absolute streets ahead of that bum. How can you say it's the same level of Mavididi when Mavididi got terrible numbers comparatively and was in the team that won the league? What we doing here? You don't actually believe that, do you? Like, that is wild. Are you a Leeds fan as well, bro? Like, again, this is just copium. Mavididi played 46 games and got 12 goals and 8 6 assists, sorry. So I had 18 G&A in a team that won the league. Mavididi cannot chat to Crysencio Somerville. Let's have a look. Sorry. So in less games, he got 28 G&A, 19 goals and 9 assists in 3 less games than Mavididi in a team that finished third. Don't chat. Did you watch Mavididi, by the way, as well? He's pish. Also, like someone's just said, Mavididi is how old? 26. Okay. Somerville again. Let's have a look. 22. Okay. And am I right in saying that Mavididi dropped from Ligue 1 to the Championship? Am I right in saying that? So from top league in France to the Championship, he's that good. Mad. Hey ho, it is what it is. Copium. However you want to do it, do it. But Georgie, right? You're a Leicester fan. You watch religiously. Do you think Somerville's better than Mavididi, and be honest? Because I think you know the answer. Anyway, let's go to this. So Tottenham Hotspur are working on a move to sign Archie Gray from Leeds United after they turned down an offer for him from Brentford. Discussions are continuing and there is an acceptance on all sides that a deal can be struck, although at present nothing has been finalised. Gray underwent a medical at Brentford on Saturday after agreeing personal terms, so he went as far as the medical, but he has since experienced a change of heart and is leaning towards joining Spurs if he departs Leeds. Can't blame him for that. It has been funny watching the receipts be cashed in on Brentford fans who naturally were also battering us, which is fine. You know, that's why you should enjoy it for while it lasts. Tottenham are among a host of suitors from the Premier League and across Europe pursuing the 18-year-old midfielder, and the North London club have been exploring the situation for months. Brentford manoeuvred themselves into the strongest position and were on course to win the race. However, their proposal, worth in the region of $35 million, was knocked back. Gray will hold talks with Tottenham on Sunday, and while personal terms are not yet in place, a switch there is currently the direction of travel. Think how much money this guy is going to be getting now all of a sudden as well. Crazy. The Athletic reported in a previous edition of the transfer deal sheet that Spurs had a firm, long-held admiration for the highly rated teenager. They attempted to secure Gray with an approach shortly before he signed his professional terms at the age of 17, but the England under-21 international decided to stay at Elland Road. So again, further proof that the lad wants to stay at Leeds. He could have gone to Spurs at the age of 17 and said no and stayed at Leeds United. Gray, the great-nephew of the adored former Leeds player and manager Eddie Gray, enjoyed a breakthrough campaign with Leeds last season, making 52 appearances in all competitions. So that there is the latest update on that. I don't see him. They're playing different positions as well. Don't be expecting to see him in like suddenly. That he's going to be the answer now. Let's have a look. Just having a look. Yeah, I've seen that. Sorry, someone just sent me an old tweet from David Ornstein, so I was just making sure it was all up to date. Yeah, we're all up to date. But listen, we'll wait and see. Like, I'm going to put a quick poll in the chat. Make sure you get your comments in as well. I want to know, will Gray leave Leeds by tonight? Oh, will Gray leave Leeds by midnight tonight? I want to know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Will he leave Leeds? Obviously, the PSR has to happen. I can only see it going one way, but I want to know from you folks in the chat if you feel that deal will get sorted. Anyway, we move. Let's have a look. If he doesn't go tonight, he won't go at all. I probably tend to agree with you, Sonny. But that would mean we'd be in the shit from PSR and could potentially get a points deduction, right? You know? Strange name. It's not. It's no way comparative because Gray's been well thought of for decades. Like I say, decades. He's only 17. For a long time. Do you know what I mean? He's been thought of for a long time. So it's not. It's not gonna. It's not gonna go the same way. You can never say never, can you? But it's not gonna. It's not gonna go the same way. The poll is 74% think he will leave by tonight. Them 26% are on some mad copium, isn't it? It is what it is. But listen, I want you all to smash a like on the video. You know your boy Just Joe will be on the button, ready to go at any point. We will be doing a live stream for the England game as well, which kicks off obviously 5 o'clock. Leeds United play Slovakia in the round of 16. Listen, Italy got knocked out last night by Switzerland as well. I'm sorry, Andrea, but Leeds United. England have to get to the final. They have to get to the final because our side of the draw is mental. How easy that run is. You know, like, the next round, yeah, if Spurs beat Georgia, which they will, it's Germany versus Spain in the quarter-final. The other side of the draw, you've got France versus Belgium. Italy have just been dumped out. We've got the Dutch, Austria. I don't know who the other two are on our side of the draw is. Italy, Switzerland, and is it... Look, no, the Swiss, Vic, I'm not. But if you wanted a run-in to the final... This is almost the easiest running you could ask for. So we have to get to the final. We must. We must. Yeah, I believe it'll be that way, but you never know. The Netherlands could beat Austria. But I would back Austria. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I'll be there for the England game. But if any grey news, it's going to be busy, innit? It's like transfer deadline day, so make sure you've got notifications on, and I'll see you all in a bit. I need a shower, walk the dog, go to the gym, all that jazz. I will speak to you soon. See you later on. Peace out now, Leeds, 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 and all that jazz. Love you all.